Well, g'day tubes, how's she going today? Pretty good out here. Nice and bright, and it's nice and cool. It's only like 16 degrees Celsius they're saying, so that's actually really nice. But today we are gonna finally start, hopefully, work on this screed bucket that I was mentioning there a while back. We got some metal here. I don't have a whole lot of metal left, but that's our bucket that we made up there anyways. And of course the final shape won't have you all flopped out like that, but something kind of like that. Now, got to refresh myself even now. How wide? What's the opening going to be on this? Let me find my little measure tape. Looks like we got her set it up. Oh, now I messed it up. Looks like we got her, well, the bottom plate here is going to be about 21 inch. Quite who? 22 inch. Now I could go wider. Just the thing is, I don't know if I've got enough. I don't know if I've got enough plate for back here. This is going to have to be hopefully a piece of this round pipe stuff. Now, what length is that piece? That looks darn close. Oh, it's 22 and a half, a little bit more than 22 and a half, so that'll work perfect. Hi. But yeah, so this is all the metal I got left for this thickness of stuff. And I think this is about the same thickness too, so we should have enough. Here's hoping. Oh boy. Well, today will probably be tracing stuff on the metal, and got my little, I don't know how much is left in it, but I got some there. If not, I can figure out something else. So I want to mark this a little bit. It's left side and right. Of course, that's front. I don't know if this is exactly how this thing's going to come out, but hopefully it's somewhat fairly close. So I want to get that piece of pipe I showed you in there to kind of curl around the ears. And these will probably change too, because the shape will probably change a little bit, I would imagine. So we'll get this this cut out of here. Now, this was going to be longer at one time, except I shortened it quite a bit. It was just a bit too long, I thought. But this is going to be like that real smaller expanded mesh stuff inside of here, and then on the front I'm actually going to weld on like I've got this. Hang on a sec here. I've got this. Well, I can show it to you in a second here. I got this. Oh, it's probably 3/8 maybe. I'd have to measure it and see. I can't remember now, but 3/8 that I'm going to put like a cutting edge along the front here. That'll give me something to weld the screen onto. It's going to be kind of small though, I'm thinking. I would like to make it a little bit wider, but I just don't know if I'm going to have enough. I got enough for the sides. The sides won't change. The bottom really won't change because I've got lots of the mesh stuff. But I'd like to get it a bit wider. Like, we have this out here, 22 inch, I think. Well, we'll measure this bottom plate here. Yeah, about 22. So if I went to 30 even, that would open her up quite a bit more. I just don't really want to make it too wide, because I'm thinking it might make it weaker. Where this isn't really meant for digging into the hard dirt. This is after, you know, the stuff's been tilled up or whatever have you, and or, you know, the tractor's gone through it and loosened it all up. And that's for you know, taking the light stuff off the top and then shaking the rocks and junk out and dumping them, and then the dirt should fall through. So, something to contemplate. If I want to make it a bit wider, I might. We'll start by tracing the the side panels here first. See how well we can do with that. Good old painter's tape. She holds on not too bad. Come on now, let go. Okay. Good old painter's tape. So imagine this will probably be our last bucket build. I do have other metal down there, but not this sort of beefier stuff. Okay, so there's the left panel. I want them to get away on us. There's the right panel. This goes the back. Kind of expecting to use maybe a piece of that pipe for the back, and then a straight piece, and then a pipe piece, maybe. We'll see how we can make out. Okay, that can stay on for now, I guess. I'm just going to put this maybe inside here, because the wind might do weird things. Okay, well, we'll grab a sheet of steel out of here and lay her down on the table. Alright, well, there's some past projects for you guys to remember that we did out of this. There's that's that black bucket that I'm actually using now in the mini hex. Worked really good. Worked really good, actually. Okay, that's there for a second. We'll have to on this table a little better. This part here might be all right for a back plate. Might not be long enough though. 22 inch if I keep her that. Oh, just barely. So that could be used for a back plate for the bucket, where it spins straight and then back again. That might work. Okay. Well, let's see if we can get both pieces cut out of this one piece here. That would be nice. Get these kind of positioned. I think we probably could. Oh yeah. I can make one cut there. That would be sweet. And still have a little bit left over there. Now I got, that's actually a perfect, that's neat. Never noticed that. I got one other chunk here that if we have to use for the back plate, we can. Now, okay, let's just draw the one here. Give us a rough idea. I wasn't really planning on cutting these out today, but ooh, I don't have much lead left in this one. This stuff doesn't last too long either, so. But I think we can get, yeah, that'll work. I'm going to trace this on here as best as I can. I have to, oh, and I just broke the stupid thing. Well, there's not much left now, that's for sure. I have to run the generator to run the plasma cutter, but I also need air, right? So I have to run the generator for the air too. But I think I could probably get away with just running the generator. So that's only going to be one cut down the middle there, unless I, yeah, should be able to join them up there. Oh, it broke again. I have to go get my other pencil. Because this stuff burns off real quick too, right? So that's the right side. They're probably both exactly the same. I think they pretty much are, yeah. They should be anyway, so I'm gonna trace the left one and the right one though. Probably do either way here. I didn't bring my straight edge. Usually I like to use a bit of a straight edge. Oh, I'll run out of ink again here. This thing just has a little pusher thing there that opens these little jaws. You can see the little jaws open and then it grabs the little pencil thing and holds it for you. It's like a crayon basically. Silver crayon thing. This has a little bit of surface rust on this metal now, so it kind of eats that stuff off real fast. Alright, I think we got them both. Alright, so yeah, to do this here, I'm going to have to run the generator for the air compressor and then just run the plasma cutter for the thing too, so we might have to improvise a little bit, but I think if I just right down the middle of that, that'll be fine. And this is kind of a straight edge here, and then curves, of course. Okay. And if I get this to come over the edge of the table a little bit, I'll weight this up here so it doesn't fall off. All right, we are making air, squeezing air, anyway. Should be good. I need. Yeah, I think so. To the plasma cutter, so we can blow these things out of here. Sweet. Okay, so we got about 125 odd PSI there. I don't know how long that'll last, but we got that unplugged and we got the plasma plugged in. Got the air, of course, plugged on. Turn it on, and I think we'll have enough air to cut all this. I don't know, we'll see. I'm gonna have to be, you know, instead of letting it after you let the torch off, I'm gonna have to flick it again and shut it off so it doesn't just waste the air. But if we have to, we can plug her back in and make some more. But boy, it's been a while since we plasma cut anything. Let's try her out here again. like it's getting low already. We're down to 100 psi. I think I should be able to get this cut done, but for the rest of it I'll probably have to get more air. More air back. All right, all re-aired. Away we go. Let's see what we got going on now. Okay, not looking too bad. Right. Never marked that one, but that's the left. Now let's see how close we got them. Yeah, this one's a little bit smaller, but you know, we're not extracting moon rocks out of the moon surface, so I'm sure it'll be fine. Yeah, sweet. Still worked good, didn't it? Okay. Yeah. Gotta work. Now, the fun part of... Boy, I'm really racking my brain. I'm trying to remember how I used to do these. Figure out how much curve I was going to want. Because these probably aren't the same curve. Well, if they are, that's really good. Let's get you down and back a little bit here, maybe. Now, if it's the same curve on the bottom here as this pipe, that'll make it a lot easier. Let me grab something to wedge. Okay, you're not going to work. Let's put it right against there. Okay. You won't be able to see this curvature here, but oh, we're pretty darn close there. I'm liking that. Now I just got to get everything to stand here and stay here while I do some marking. And I don't think this pipe is going to coagulate with me. So I need something else to hold him there. What else have I got? Some 2x4s. Guess I could turn it the other way too, but... power perlite there for a minute. Might be all right. I don't think it's gonna slide out again, isn't it? Yeah, of course it is. Okay, what else do I got? Maybe if I just put a screw in there, that might hold it for just for that minute I need. Put a screw in it and hold that table into the table, and that should hold it. All right, put the second one in just in case. Just need it to hold it for a minute. And unfortunately, well, I'm going to move you guys to the other side here so you can see what's going on. Okay, so what my plan was to get this sort of the same angle until it kind of goes up to the back there. It looks like it's going to be pretty darn close, I'll say. I can fill that in with a bit of weld. Okay. More. So you can see that the angle of that, so this would be all our screening stuff out here. That'll be the strength of the bucket, that and the cutting edge. And then I'd like this to be a bit of mesh too, which I could also maybe, once I get it welded in, I could maybe cut a little bit of this back out too and just put a little bit more mesh in there. Give it a little more filtering capabilities. And right now, this thing is almost the right width. I think we wanted the 22 inch. Yeah, we're a little more than 22 there, so that'll even work good too. Okay. So, maybe mark it there. And that should bring up a little bit. Now we got to figure out how to make this square here out of this thing. This is going to be interesting. 8 1/4 inch there. Now, I don't know if this thing's not super square, but I guess, yeah, I'm gonna have to figure out how to square and cut that. I guess I could maybe, well, let's see here. Let me grab a, what do I got for a square here? A speed square. Speed square might get us somewhere close here. We'll measure it and see. I think this edge is still perfect. Yeah. Now, if I can get marked down here to looking pretty good. I'll put a new Dewey in the pencil here too. So. Okay. So if we can do a cut right down there, I think we'll be close, and then a cut. Ow. A cut right down here too. If I can get a one of those flexible tape measures. Oh boy. I don't know if that's a really square cut there, but what if we measure down and then mark it, and then measure and mark it? That might work too. Where'd my tape go now? Lost my tape already in the tube. Nope. Okay, so if we measure down, oh, we're 22 and looks like 3/4, so 22 and 3/4, 22 and 3/4, 22 and 3/4. I'll put a few more measurements on there, why not? 2 and 3/4. Alright, then we just do like we did in school, you just connect the dots. And you know what, this will fill in with weld anyway, so like I say, we're not picking up moon rocks here. Yeah, that'll work. Okay, now we just need to cut this feller out. Sweet, this is going better than I thought today. This is going to be great. Well, I guess we'll start with this cut here. And then we'll move and do the other one. Might put something down on the bench here though, because I really don't want it catching too much of fire. That or I don't really want to put water down there because you might potentially get electrocuted, right? So, well, I got some sheets of stuff here from the other day that are probably dry enough to catch fire. The tree's been down for probably 7 or 8 years, and then now you finally saw it up the other day, right? So that ought to start a fire under there. All right, let me just check the air again here, and I think one more tank of air should get this for us. Well, this bit I'll have to do by freehand. Like I say, it'll weld back in. A straight edge because I'm not very good at keeping it level. This one might be a little more interesting. Could put clamps on it, but I mean it'll work. Kind of like burning cedar. Smells like burning cedar. A little bit. Awesome. Love the plasma cutter. Lined up here in a second, we'll see how we're looking. I was watching that generator run there when it was filling the air back up again, and it was only using 3 of the 6 bars on that, if that's any accuracy at all. I think I could probably run both things off of here if I had like a splitter. What the heck? My watch is gonna blow up. No, like it's only using a bit. For running that compressor now, that it's startup stuff that's gonna be the problem. It would definitely until it got going again, right? But Anyways, let's have a look here. What the heck's going on with my phone or my watch? Something doesn't like it on this stupid gloves. Must be pushing on the little Dewey. Anyways, so that's looking pretty good. I need to probably cut one more, because it's kind of bringing it back too much. I want it to kind of go straight up-ish, because right now I think this is going to end up kind of turning like that. Ooh, sharp or warm, one of the two. So I'm going to have to could maybe angle this more. Yeah, I don't want it to go that way, so I need to take some more off of this pipe piece, but it's a lot easier to take more off than trying to put more on. More on, oh boy. Or I could just, you know, angle the piece straight up here, and then we're gonna need a next bend over piece to hook the ears on the top here. I hope that's just gonna be strong enough. Like I say, this isn't meant for digging. This is gonna be only on loose stuff, right? So hopefully that's gonna be all right. That one's gonna stay there. I'm gonna put the other one up here too. Something like that. That thing needs deburred in there, but that's a starter anyways. And now what do we got roughly in the middle here? 22.5. That can always be tweaked here and there though. So I think if I take off not going to be very much. Not going to be very much. If I take it off where I marked it there, that'll add our straight piece up. Okay. We gotta mark this guy, measure and mark it. Boy, oh boy, I don't know how square this piece actually is now, though. That's a tricky thing to measure, but I wonder if we measured it across and across, we get 8 to the center, and that's pretty darn close. It's 8 to the center there, too, with a bit of slag on it. Darn soft wood. That's pretty close, so I'm pretty happy with that. 8. Wow, I don't think I get it much better than that, even if I tried. Okay, well, we gotta try to not to screw this cut up then. So let's that guy there. We'll see how much roughly this is. We'll say an inch. Perfect inch. Wow, you gotta be kidding me, bud. Mark that at about an inch in a couple of places. Boy, I've missed doing this stuff. This is fun. Creating stuff. But, of course, all good things some point have to come to an end, and you know, we're still working on it here, but not quite the same as we were maybe before. Okay, so grab that straight edge. Where'd I put it? In the trailer. In the trailer. I think this thing's about 1 inch. It's pretty darn close to a 1 inch, I think. Well, actually, I got the tape measure. I think this this piece is bang on 1 inch, so that'll work. If I just put. Oh, oh yeah, there's a bit of slag. Hang on a second. I'm gonna bash that off. Gotta grab a hammer here. Okay, that'll get the worst of her off. That should. Yes, it's pretty good on there. Okay. So we'll take that 1 inch off of this, and that should square us up. Something like that. Alright, now I gotta figure out how I'm gonna set this thing up. Oh boy. I want to get it kind of straight up, but that might be a little easier said than done. There. That'll work. And yeah, I'm going the wrong way here, but I guess I can probably hold her. Oh, maybe I'll throw in another screw down here just to hold that for me. There. Should be good. Should be good. Now, I'd like to kind of hold it on this side, but I am not at all good left-handed with this stuff. That would work, maybe I can, well, I'm going to try it. I've got to try everything once, right? Alright, let's fire up the plasma here again. Generator and plasma, and we'll blow this thing off of here, and hopefully she fits now. Alright, that worked pretty good. Alright, let's see here. That seemed to work pretty good. Shortened her down a little bit, right? Oh, that's not holding too well. Alright then, well, we're gonna have to do something else here. So I was looking at the plasma cutter too when I was running there, and took a little chunk over, and if I maxed it out, it goes to three bars on the gen. And if I turn it down to like 40 amp, it's 2. So I think that would run both things, no problem. And it's not like the compressor's running all the time, right? You could and then shut the plasma off for a second, let her build up if you had to. So I mean, there's always an option. Okay, that's gonna need some tweaking, I guess. But set up before. I guess I had this little guy wedging right on me. Jeez, bud. Just pour it to it, why don't ya? Holy smokes. Okay, this is just not working for now for some reason. I don't know why. Now, I don't have my welder with me here today. It's not, well, it's here, but it's not here. You know what I mean? I think that's going to be better, though, definitely. All right. Now, I'm going to have to figure out a way to keep this from falling over on me. How the heck did I have it before? There. Well, that's not exactly where I wanted it. Nope. That's a bit closer. Yeah, I think that'll work. We're a little bit straighter there at the back now, instead of it curving back too far. And this guy, it's the left side. Didn't mark him though. But something like that. Now I really should get this tacked together, honestly. I got my stupid shitty little welder here. I could probably tack it with that. Got to make sure things are kind of squarish though here, which makes it interesting. So inside to inside, 22 and quarter. Pushing anything. Ooh, that's miles off. Where is that gone off? I'm not positively sure. I don't have all my squares and stuff. So that would have to get tweaked. One of these isn't square, that's for sure. Well, of course, it's just the way it's sitting. 22 and a half. I like that. From the inside to the inside is 22 and a half. And the way up here is 23. So we're like a ½ inch out somewhere. I think it's probably this side. Or it could now be that side. Could be that side too. Okay, well, I'm gonna have to figure this out here and then get her tacked up a little bit, I guess. Well, I'm gonna try something that's probably not gonna work right. Pretty darn close there. I'm actually sort of leveling it to the, or squaring it to the table. It's pretty darn close there. I just, I can't get this measurement quite right here, and I don't know why. I'm getting 23, but then up the top here I'm getting less than 23. I'm going to try just to tack that square to the table, see what that does, if anything, and I probably won't, but who knows. Now I've got to try to hold this. While this ridiculous welder tries to tack it. Oh boy. This is a junk welder, let me tell you. It's not very good. I'm not wearing my mask, but anyways. I don't think this thing should tack anything. It's just garbage. Anyways, open anyways, I don't know. It must be closed because it wants to tip over. Oh, I'm glad I don't have to rely on that welder for all my stuff. But that thing sucks. 23 and not quite right. 23 on the inside and a 1/4 inch out for some reason. I wonder if the material's got a bend in it. That might totally screw things up, right? If that material's got some kind of bend, well, that'll do it for sure. But we're not that far off, so you know what? I don't think it's really worth sweating a whole bunch. For all I'm going to use this thing, it's not going to be my daily digger, right? I'll try to tack this again, but I guarantee these will probably fall apart. What a piece of junk. I wonder if I've got it turned up. That as much as she'll go. That's a little easy weld, not for this kind of stuff, that's for sure. Oh boy. Yeah, my other welder's not here right now. Or I'd just do it with that. I'd have to run it off the gen, of course. I guess it's not far away though. Maybe I should go get it. That'd be a good idea. That thing's just not going to tack, or I'm going to pick that up, it's going to fall apart again. Okay, this should be way better. Miller time. And that little welder sucks. Fire up the gen here. Way better. That's the tack on the top from that little crap welder, and then this is the one from that guy, from the big Miller. I had a little whoopsie with the Miller though. Uh-oh, I was bringing it up in the bucket there and it just on the ground, and it kind of mushed up my my line gauge here. It's kind of ruined it, I think. I don't know, I don't think it's going to read it all now. So I'll have to probably change this guy now, I would imagine. Yeah, I think it's broken. Oh man. It feels kind of like the dial's been pushed over or something weird. Oh well, she's already set, so as long as I don't mess her up too much, we should be good. Oh boy. So that's there. That should be somewhat solid now, yeah, okay. And now we're going to measure, I guess, from here to here and see what we need for a straight plate on the back there. Alright, I'm kind of hoping this should hold its own right now. Yeah, I think it's okay. Oh, it's getting heavier. Okay. So now what do we got at the back here? This is where the plate's going to go. Oof. Yeah, it's definitely not bang on. but it's just to screen out some rocks and stuff. I'm sure it'll be fine. So what do we got back here? We've got well, I'm going to go with the centimeter one here because it's just a little bit finer measurement. So we've got 57 and a half, 57, pretty good there. 57 and a half by 57 and a half by ooh, I'm thinking around 7-inch. Write that down. 57 and a half. 57 and a half wide centimeters. Yeah. Go about there. Yeah. And tall. We're gonna go till a curve. Let's say, well, 19 centimeters. We'll see how square this is. 19 centimeters. Okay. 19 centimeters. Okay, so well, let's get a hunk of plate here. We're gonna have to clear a spot on the bench here to put the hunk of plate here so we can cut that out if we have a chunk that size. I'm pretty sure we do. Alright, so 57 and a half wide centimeters. Oh, that's freaking hot. It's been in the sun. 50. Oh, we're so not close there on that one. It's like here. Should have lots here. Yeah, 57 and a half. 57. Oh, yeah, it's like right. Okay. Well, that's not going to work. Whether I can get it at this end or I got another chunk here maybe. Okay, this chunk here should get us that plate. 57 and a half. This looks like it's a fairly square corner here too, so that'll be good to go by. Let's just have a quick look at that. Oh, yeah, I'll take that corner as a good one. Pretty square looking to me. Alright, so that thing's still pretty hot out in the sun too, sitting in the trailer there. Okay, so we need 57 and a half. 57 and a half. Ooh, it doesn't take long to melt that down there. And we gotta go 19 centimeters. Just maker. 19, 57 and a half. That's pretty good. Perfect line there because of the ridge on this guy here, but use my other one here maybe. That'll work. And mark this at 19. 19. More stuff out. Lovely. Okay, we're gonna need that again. Let's just measure in the middle here and see we got 19. 19, that should be pretty close. If we measure this way though, we should get squareness, so we're 60. Actually, hang on. That's 61 centimeters, or bang on 2 feet there. I'd say that's pretty close. And we can weld her, and that's what I like about the welder. If you mess it up a little bit too much, you can always weld her back in. All right. So we'll hang this guy over here a little bit, and get that ready to plasma cut too. Sweet. Let's see how close we are. We're going to have to trim a little bit off. Gotta make sure these are all good and smooth. So little burrs won't help. Too bad. Not too bad. Oh, now it's in there. I think it really matters which side we put where on this. It should be square, so okay. Let's see here. Well, we're close, but it's a little bit tight. A little tight. I don't think I want to. Just a little bit snug. Maybe I can just maybe grind the one end with the grinder or something, just take a little bit off. Maybe that'd be a better idea. Alright, safety glasses on. I should put some hearing protection in. I don't think I'm going to be that long. Okay, let's give her a try now. Apparently I'm just dropping everything today and wrecking things. I just pulled the plasma cutter off my little trailer there. Now it's leaking air. See if this fits a little better. Still a little thin. Let's try her this way. Still a bit snug. Just gonna see how it what it's doing in here. Well, it's not too bad, I don't think. Well, let's just see what that does to our measurement here. So down here, of course, we were 23, and up here we're almost square. Okay, so we're gonna leave her at that, I guess. Doesn't look too bad. I'm gonna have to tweak things a little bit here, though. Yeah. Yeah, I think that'll mostly be all right. Okay, let's just do a bit of measuring. I'll do a bit of measuring here and just make sure that's looking all right. Okay, I'm actually liking that. I'm just not sure now if I'm liking how straight that back is, but I might have to use some other kind of pipe for that top, because I think my stuff I got left over might be a little bit too tight or a bit too not tight enough, so I might have to do something like that. Would work pretty good up there. We'll have to figure that out after. I don't have much of that stuff though, but that'll definitely strengthen things when it's pulling. If it happens to hit something hard, it's going to bend that like nothing, right? So it's got to have some kind of structural strength up there. But I'm going to tack that plate in anyways. I kind of like where it's sitting, and we'll go from there. Let me fire up the gen here and we'll tack her up. Yeah, we're definitely going to need something to reinforce between these here, where the actual things can mount on too, right? I just kind of worried about this plate I put on. I mean, it's not super thick stuff, same as this stuff, right? Same thing. And this stuff is, I think, an 1/8 inch maybe. Well, it's 15 centimeters, so hang on a sec. Say that's around an 1/8, maybe a 1/16. I'm just not good with the measuring stuff, but let me grab my thingy dooey there and we'll see how thick this stuff is. It just might not be strong enough, I don't know. If I can find a nice smooth area here. (3/16) say in here, or 4.69 millimeters, or 1.8 inch, no, 0.1845 inch. 16th. Okay. Okay. Fractions are so confusing. Yeah, it's thicker than an 1/8, so okay. Alright, so that's, I mean, a little better, but still not super fantastic strong, probably, but I might have to reinforce the back of it somewhere. I don't know, maybe with something a little heavier, like a 1/2 inch along the back or something, just to give it a little bit extra to hold on to. But like I say, it's for a little loose, fluffy dirt. It's not meant for digging hard, right? Well, all I got is this stuff here. And I think it's thinner gauge than that stuff, but the round tube should have a fair bit of strength in it. It should. So maybe we'll try cutting a chunk of that, and that'll give something at least for the ears to kind of rest on. And this will be putting, so when you're digging, it's going to be putting pressure on the plate. Yeah, so we're going to have to, well, be putting pressure on all the part of the ear, the pin ear, I guess we'll call it. Hello, Mr. Plane. Yeah, it's going to need, I think it's going to need a bit of reinforcement in the back of this thing somewhere anyways. I can maybe run some strips of stuff across and then tack it down. That'll help anyways. We'll have to figure that out whenever we get to the ear part. Today's just the basic stuff here, the basic build. But I think we'll get this tube in here, so we're going to have to cut a chunk of this stuff. Get her squared and measured. Don't know whether, well, I'm going to maybe cut both one end first and then measure it. So I don't know how square that cut is, and that'll definitely screw up the measurement on us. So let me get the little saw out here and cut a chunk of pipe here and square it up. Alright, we've got the big Evolution saw out here. Now this isn't the one that the Evolution guy sent me to try out. That's a little bit smaller, that saw. I think I'm going to do this cut with this guy here. So remember, if you ever want to buy anything off the Evolution website, if you put in BILLSTMAXX 5 and just the number 5, you'll save 5% off your purchase. That was nice of them to offer that, eh? And let's see. Should nail a little chunk off of that. I think we're squarish. I can put glasses on. Where are my glasses? Glasses on. And away we go. You guys are good there? Yeah, okay. Should square it up here. Here we go. Well, I wanted to save that little ring, but I think it just disintegrated itself. Okay, that's all right. Okay, so that's the end we're going to cut from. Let's get a measurement over here on this thing and see how much we're going to need. All right. So this week in Uptown they're having this blues and jazz music festival thing. I would have gone to that, but I just don't like the crowds of people. So I'm staying home. I'm good. I think we do that right on about 58 centimeters, sorry. We should have a pretty good measurement there. So let's see. 58 millimeters, eh? 58 millimeters. Come on, glove. So we want to be on the outside of that. That ring's stuck in here on the blade. Okay, we better unplug that. That definitely messed up something there. Man, today's just a thing of things breaking. What the heck? There it is. Stuck on the ring. Okay. Now we're good. I think probably a good thing I didn't start that up. Probably would have just mashed it around. Okay. Let's see here now. We want to be on the outside of that. Right there. Could double check the measurement on this. Pretty darn close there. Okay, shields up. Away we go. That's a good saw. Oh boy. Of course, a saw is only as good as how sharp the blade is though, right? In a sense. Okay, let's get this guy rolled onto here. I think that's going to be a little light, this pipe. But that's the only one I got. Oh. Probably should put this on its side. Too bad. Just need a bit of tweaking. Oh, she's getting a bit backlight now, or back heavy. Yeah. And we're off a bit on our ears there. I needed a bit bigger pipe. I think that I got another piece that would have been better, but this should work. Should work. Yeah, I'm a little bit light on the edge here, but I mean that's okay. That'll work. Well, I'm going to tack this in, I guess. That'll stay there, might not. Find something to wedge that, I guess. She's getting heavy on the back side now. There we go. And let's just give her a quick little measure here too, maybe. So, 23. Oh, it's like bang on perfect now. Okay, that'll work. I'm happy with that. Yeah, I think that'll work. Okay, let's fire up the gen and we'll tack this guy in. And I'm just tacking stuff now, and then I'll solidly weld it better later. I just want to kind of get things kind of tacked on, and then we'll get the bottom in too. Probably not today though. We'll get the bottom in anyways, and then the cutting edge on as well. And the bottom's of course going to be that screen stuff, and I might just maybe put a little bit more screen in it here and there. I'll maybe cut some spots out, you know, and put some screen in kind of thing, and then it'll have a little more to filter stuff out, right? Yeah, that should be all right. Yeah, what the heck. Okay, I'm going to fire up the gen. We'll weld this guy up. what I'm going to use for the cutting edge. And it might actually not go in that far, it might come out a little bit. Something like that probably, and then this will of course be our screen. Now I probably should have some kind of lip to come out a little bit for that screen to kind of sit on and weld, because I don't know if that's going to be enough. Well, I mean, there'll be lots of areas touching, I guess. There it should be fine, but whether it will be or not, I don't know. We'll find out, I guess. But for instance, this will give us a fair bit of area, but I might even just maybe cut out a little, I don't know what size, but a little more, and then put a screen in there too. Because this, it's going to be, well, there, if I leave that there, it's 14.5 by, you know, the 23, whatever it was. 23, yeah. And 14, yeah, I mean, leave the cutting edge hanging out a little bit, so it gives it a little bit more screen in there. And then, yeah, I might try it, and then if I don't like how it's screening out, because I'm thinking what I'm going to do, I'm going to tilt it up, and then I'm going to be shaking it, right, with the arm. Well, a lot of it's going to probably sit back in here, so I might just cut an area out of here, maybe. I don't want to take too much of the strength out either, right? So I got to watch how much you chop out of that. But I'll try it with this out, you know, with this screened in here, I guess, first, and then see how we like it. And if we don't like it, well, we'll change her. We can always cut more out and weld more in. That's for sure. Wow, what's this guy doing ripping over here? Oh wow, look at this thing. Where is he? Quiet, whatever he is. Gone. Nice. But anyways, there's a good start on our screen bucket. And I think it should work pretty good. And yeah, we got a bit more work to do yet, of course. We still got to do the cutting edge and then put our screen in. And yeah, but this should have like a little lip, I think, to sit on. Like a 1-inch lip. Something in and around that kind of era. It's going to make it smaller again, I know, but that screen should probably be sitting on a little something there at least anyway. So just so it has a little bit more purchase, and you know, you could put that flat there and weld it on the side and then weld it through these things too, right? And that'll maybe strengthen the bucket a bit too, right? So now this isn't going to probably have any of the side plates on it. You know how they put the extra side plates? It's not meant for digging, right? It's just meant for digging off the top of the loose stuff and then shake, 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 and then the rocks out into the trailer, and then grab more, shake, 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 and kind of like that. So that's sort of the idea. But anyways, I guess that's about all I can go for today. We'll put this inside. It doesn't get all rusty on us and crappy, and more crappy and rusty, we'll say, and we'll do some more work on her soon here, hopefully. So anyways, that's it for today. Thanks again for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. Let's get in the sun so we can see. There we go. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that, and we'll be back at her here soon. Anyways, thanks again, and we'll catch you all later.